Right, welcome ladies and gents. Here's the update on the AutoAlex Taylor Hetherington E28 controversy. This won't matter to a lot of people, I understand that, but to those people that are questioning why I'm covering this, you're just jumping on a bandwagon. You're hoping for clicks. All YouTubers hope for clicks. But what Taylor Hetherington did on AutoAlex was give all YouTubers a bad name, and that's not okay. It's also not okay for small companies to be dragged through the mud needlessly. I have a platform. I wanted to cover it. If you don't like that, it's up to you. I don't really care. I will cover what I like on my channel. But here's an update on that, this whole kind of mess that happened. Basically, the update is, and I'm going to cut to the chase real quick, is apparently Taylor is stepping back from the channel. Not fired. He's not fired, which I'm not calling for him to be fired specifically, but it is important to discern the difference. Like, he's not, there's nowhere stated that he's been fired. It's just that he's stepping back. So what happened was quite shocking, to be honest. And I think, you know, let this be a lesson, I guess. Alex, Kirsten, don't delete comments. Don't try and run from your issues, because that's what they were doing. I think they are still doing that, although they may have stopped now. But they were just deleting all negative comments on their videos. They issued an apology yesterday. Well, Taylor issued an apology, and now we've got another update today from Alex. So let's go through what the apology was from Taylor, because it was kind of a non-apology. This is his Instagram, and this was the initial sort of apology that was actually put up in a story, which was a really stupid place to put it. And actually, all of this is a really stupid place to put it, because people's social medias are very, very small in terms of as a platform by comparison to YouTube. You know, I have my own Instagram. I don't know, it's got like 5,000 subscribers, and it's none, right? Like, no one, people don't cross platforms is the point. So if if you're derogatory or you're defamatory towards someone on a platform, you need to issue the apology on that platform, so the same people will see it. If you don't, it's quite shitty, to be honest. But anyway, this is what Taylor posted. This was in a story. He's now since posted it on here. And he says, yeah, it was brought to my attention on Tuesday evening that Josh Gresswell uploaded a video on his channel regarding his frustrations between me and my BMW E28. I've chosen to respond via my social media due to me not wanting to bring the AutoAlex team into this situation, because it has nothing to do with them. But it does, because you did it on the platform. So actually it does. It doesn't matter what you want to do now. You have already brought that channel into disrepute, and that's why they've lost 2,000 subscribers in a day. So it doesn't really matter what you want. You've already done it. Back in February 2024, I dropped my BMW E28 off for rust repair and fabrication work. He agreed to do the work in exchange for a video I was doing on the AutoAlex V2 channel. Unfortunately, after inspecting the E28, it was in need of much more work than either of us expected. He came back to me with a price which I accepted and asked him to proceed. At the time, I was part-time at AutoAlex, so personal projects were self-funded. I agreed to pay Josh half of the money required to carry out the welding, and shortly after that, I had to deal with the most stressful period of my life, a contract that went wrong, which meant I shut down and stopped responding to messages. I told Josh this in confidence, which was shared by him in full in his video. Doesn't really matter, mate. Like, you framed it in the podcast that he stopped responding to messages. So no, he's going to be like, well, no, you stopped responding to messages, and this is probably why. It doesn't matter that you told him in confidence. The moment you slate someone online, publicly, on a big platform, all bets are kind of off, to be honest, for someone else telling the truth about you. I want to apologise to Josh for ignoring him and causing him frustration and stress. I was excited for us to take on this project together because of your good character and work, but it didn't work out how either of us expected. I want to apologise for Josh for ignoring him and causing him frustration and stress. Oh, he's done that twice. Oh, okay. So there's that part, and then he follows up with this part. The second mistake I made was not paying him half of the amount that he requested at the time. Okay, yeah, still not cool. To be clear, the balance was paid in full on collection of the car, as Josh has included at the bottom of the video description, but not in the video itself. People forget stuff. It's perfectly reasonable. After collection of the E28, a skit in a Gresswell video a pinned comment and an Instagram story were posted about me, which showed his clear frustration of the situation, which surprised me because we had shaken hands and said no hard feelings. I tried to call him, messaged him, and left a comment on the video for him to get back in touch, but he never responded. And so a few days later in a podcast we were filming, I let my frustrations get the better of me, which is when I made those comments. Lies. You made barefaced lies. They weren't just comments, they weren't just frustrations. You made barefaced lies. And this is, you're effectively blaming Josh for that. You got your car, you paid him. He can make, he can kind of do whatever he wants, to be honest. Right? You ignored him. And you apparently said that you thought shaking hands and no hard feelings. Okay then, so why did you then go and make why did you make comments in a video? Lies in a video. I'm sorry for the stress I've caused. I'm sorry for the frustrations, and that situation has escalated so much. Regarding Alex and Rory, I apologise to them too, because they only ever knew my version of events, which was skewed in my favour. They've now seen all the messages. All I've ever wanted was to provide people with good, enjoyable content, build some cool cars, and go on amazing adventures. I never want to upset, disappoint, or take advantage of anyone. Okay, cool. But you kind of did take advantage of people. You have done that. And as I said in the video that I made yesterday about this, is that any YouTuber expecting stuff for free in exchange for content that they make about you is completely ridiculous. Any YouTuber that does that is really, really scummy, right? Your platform needs to showcase that YouTuber that you're trying to do a good deal for if you're expecting stuff for free, because no one making content about someone on their channel is as much exposure as you could give them via your own platform. And so you did expect stuff for free. You were taking advantage of people, right? I mean, you took advantage of his good nature by him storing the car for an entire year. He didn't have to do that. But anyway, whatever. So this happened, okay? And then that was posted. That was shared on his story. And then it was also shared on AutoAlex's story. But AutoAlex is now shared. Well, this is that as well. So he shared this today. We'll just pause that. And here's the be-all and end-all, I guess, of it. This is what they want, to be the be-all and end-all of it, I'm guessing, anyway. At AutoAlex, I and we have only ever wanted to entertain, inform, and enable positive distraction from life's many challenges within the community we love. And for a myriad of reasons, car projects often start and stop, and deals occasionally break down. This has been the case with Taylor's E28, but before I continue, I'd like to tell you all that I truly believe Taylor to always set out with good intentions. Where was the good intentions for saying it wasn't a reputable garage on... Shut up, man. This is utter nonsense. Oh, did you just set fire to money in a wheelie bin? Whatever. However, mistakes were made, and Taylor's conduct with Josh, which neither Rory nor I were privy to, was unacceptable. He's admitted that. Because of the information I was given, and until I watched the video, I believed Josh to be in the wrong. So I too apologise to Josh for my part in this and allowing negative comments to be aired. Then how did you set out with good intentions if you're just airing shitty comments? Come on. We all wish we could have handled this differently, and this week has been a steep learning curve. Well, hopefully it means that you're not going to delete comments anymore. My hope now is that we can put this behind us and get back to doing what we do best, making content that entertains, informs, and enables positive distraction from life's many challenges. Following a long discussion, Taylor has decided to step back from AutoAlex until we reassess, restructure, and figure out how we ensure this never happens again. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Don't believe everything that people say when they're a proven liar. That's honestly how easy it is. You just stop believing people that have now been proven to lie to you. That's it. That's as simple as that. But again, so he's not fired. And I'm not saying he should be fired, by the way. I'm not offering like an opinion on that specifically. But that doesn't mean he's fired. Finally, to the two independent companies that have been mentioned in Josh's video, I'm sorry you've been dragged into this too. Yeah, so there were some other companies that were mentioned in Josh Gresswell's video. And now Alex is like, oh, sorry you were mentioned. It's like, then stop slagging companies off behind their backs. God. I truly hope this matter can be resolved quickly. And to those who have chosen to give us another chance, we appreciate every single one of you. Now, here's the issue. Right, I've covered all of that, but here's the issue. And it is an issue. This video is still up here. This video is still up here. The comments, believe it or not, are still up here.
It's also, did I mention last week I picked my E28 up? Mm-hmm. And it's being fixed.
You did, yeah.
Jamie's done loads of work on it.
Oh, really?
And it's nearly done.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fixed.
No.
I thought it was getting welded for about a year.
No, it was supposed to, and then just sort of got let down with it, really. And the company that it was at was not particularly reputable.
Jesus Christ. Has he replied to your message yet?
No.
Okay.
No, not replied to any of my messages. Yeah, that's a bit of a sore subject, that.
Is it?
It's a bit of a shame, yeah.
Did you take more money and put it in the wheelie bin and set it on fire?
Might as well have done, yeah, because the work was shit. But no, I've sort of got a bit done over with that. But Jamie, the guy that fabricates all of our cars now.
Was it Twig UK?
Twig 1 UK.
Twig 1 UK. Fantastic welder.
He is
fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he's so fast as well. He just gets on with it. He gets it done. And it's
really
great.
reasonable price as well.
Yeah,
like,
really reasonable.
Yeah.
And he's just brilliant. I really like Jamie. I've got a lot of time for him.
Yeah, massively. And his kids as well.
Yeah, they're all really nice. Yeah, lovely. So it's with him at the moment. It's actually nearly done, which is amazing because it's taken a year up to this point.
It's amazing how someone can just do it in a week.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
So this is what annoys me about this apology is that one, the video's still up, so you haven't taken that down because they're like, well, we're going to earn revenue from this video, so you can't take it down. You could try and edit it out, or you could just be a man and just delete the whole bloody thing, right? And so this is just one of them. I think there's another podcast where they mention it as well, by the way. So there's 2 podcasts with this in. It's still up there right now. So all your apologies done on the completely different platform that you slandered someone on, it's a bit weak. It's probably the weakest response you could give. And again, you were happy to do all of this. It's kind of like, well, I'm sorry I got caught, not I'm actually morally I realise I've done bad. Because again, in Taylor's apology, not really an apology, to be fair. It's kind of shifting some of the blame. Oh, I got frustrated with him. He did this, so I got frustrated. It's like, mate, anyone would, like, you're lucky your car wasn't just rolled out of a garage and left to rot in a fucking field. It had been sat there for a year, mate, whilst you ignored people. How do you have the audacity to be annoyed and frustrated with someone else when that's the situation you did, that you put upon someone else? Really bizarre. Really bizarre. So this is all a non-apology, to be honest. I don't... It's as little as you could possibly do. You've not... An apology is recognising you've done bad and atoning, right? Having an element of remorse, showing that remorse. And that isn't just words. Actions have to, follow that. Sure, Taylor's stepping back, but why are the videos still up that you're slagging people off in? Like, that's just dog shit, mate. So, there you go. Interesting, nonetheless. That's an update on it. I don't know if they're still deleting video comments and stuff like that. I'm not sure. But this has exposed quite a lot from this group. There was some Reddit posts that apparently Darkside Developments had responded to. Darkside Developments is a company in the UK that worked with this YouTube channel on a Skoda. There was some statement from them apparently floating around the internet that they had Taylor badmouthing them as well. I haven't seen that specifically, but that was posted online as well. So it's allowed a lot of companies to sort of, and people just generally, to come to light and be like, yeah, they're not as nice as what they make out to be. It is what it is. But there's an update. Because I reported on it, I want to report on it again. And the reason why I report on this is people like this give every YouTuber a bad name. Every single YouTuber is shown in a bad light because of idiots like this. And people are like, you're just jumping on the bandwagon. Mate, do you think people should be free from consequences? Right? And there were some people in my other video that were like, well, you're annoyed that they're bad-mouthing someone. You're just doing the same thing. No, I'm not doing the same thing. There's a distinct difference. These people have bad-mouthed Josh needlessly. Also lied about him. Someone reporting on what they've done and stating that's really scummy is not the same as lies and defamatory statements. Obviously. And if you can't discern the difference, you're an imbecile. Just is what it is. But there you go. An update because I'd already reported on it. It is a non-apology though. Like, until the videos are taken down, or you've edited out the shit statements that you've put in your videos that have started all of this to begin with, it's not... I fail to see where... I just fail to see that you're actually sorry for your actions. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, I don't think an apology on Instagram is good enough when it's not the platform that hosted the initial defamatory statements. I don't think that's a stretch to say that that's pretty unacceptable and obviously not okay. It's just the weakest response. Anyway, whatever. I digress. Let me know what you think down below. I know this won't be for everyone, but it is super important, I think, to report on these things. And there's an update. Bye now.